Dune Imperium is a strategic board game where players take on the roles of leaders from powerful houses, all fighting for control over the desert planet Arrakis and its most valuable resource, spice. It is a strategic board game that combines deck building, worker placement, and conflict resolution in the rich world of Frank Herbert's Dune. The goal is to earn the most victory points by gaining influence, winning battles, and forming alliances. Setting up the game. First, place the game board in the center. Then shuffle the conflict deck and place 10 cards face down in a pile. These will determine the battles each round. Next, shuffle the Imperium deck and deal 5 cards face up to form the Imperium row, where players can buy new cards. Each player picks a leader and takes their starting deck of 10 cards. They then place their agents, workers, and troops on the board. The game is played over several rounds, each with 5 phases. First phase, start of the round. For the start of the round, a new conflict card is revealed, showing rewards for the upcoming battle, and each player draws 5 cards from their deck. Now, the strategic importance of this round. The revealed conflict card influences players' strategies. Some may prioritize military buildup, while others focus on victory point scores. Early rounds often see players acquiring key cards to strengthen their decks. Next, player turns. Players take turns sending agents to different locations on the board by playing a card from their hand. Each card lets you send an agent to a matching space. Agent turn. During an agent turn, you play 1 card from your hand that shows at least 1 matching symbol for a location on the board. Then you place your available agent on that unoccupied space, playing any required cost like spice, solari, or water. The card you played and the location you chose both give you benefits. You might recruit troops, harvest spice, gain influence with a faction, or draw intrigue cards. If a location is tied to a faction, you also move that marker up on that faction's influence tracker. Some spaces allow you to deploy troops to the conflict zone, helping you build your army for the upcoming battle. After resolving all effects, the card you played goes into your discard pile, ready to be reshuffled into your deck later. The agent turn continues until you have no agents left or you choose to take a reveal turn instead. Key actions in this phase are recruiting troops, deploying to conflict, gaining influence, and acquiring intrigue cards. Next in this phase, we have the reveal turn. During your revealing turn, you lay down all your remaining cards face up to activate their abilities. The revealed cards might give you persuasion, boost your combat strength with swords, or provide immediate resources like spice or solari. You then use any accumulated persuasion to help you get new cards to strengthen your deck. Next, you calculate your combat strength by adding up the value of your deployed troops with the number of swords revealed on your cards. This determines your position in the upcoming battle phase. Finally, you will discard all the cards you just revealed, sending them to your discard pile, where they will eventually cycle back into your deck. The reveal turn marks your transition from taking actions to preparing for combat, setting up your strategy for the rest of the round. The strategic importance of this phase: agent placement, order does matter, timing your reveal turns, and deck synergy. Now we move on to the third phase, combat phase. After all agents are placed, players fight for the reward on the conflict card. Troops you've sent into battle count for strength, and you can also add extra power from swords found on your cards. The strongest player wins the best prize, like victory points or control of a city. First, you need to play your combat intrigue cards. Starting with the first player, the participants may play cards to boost strength or sabotage rivals. Once that is all played, you then compare strengths. Highest strength wins top reward. Second place takes the lesser prize, and so forth. Then, all your troops go back to supply, not to the garrison. The strategic importance of this phase? Buffing and timing. Remember, deploying troops late can surprise your opponents. Intrigue cards like ambush can swing battles unexpectedly. Opportunistic conflicts. Sometimes avoiding battle to conserve troops is the wiser option. Now we move on to Phase 4, Markers Phase. Spice is added to empty desert spaces, making them more valuable for the next round. For each unoccupied desert space, add 1 spice to its bonus pool. Spice remains until claimed by a player sending an agent there later. The strategic importance of this phase? Denial tactics means you can starve your opponent's resources by blocking them. Timing your harvest, letting spice build up for greater payouts. Now we move on to the 5th and final phase, the Recall Phase. Agents return to players, and the first player marker passes to the next person. In this phase, you'll check for the game's end. If a player has 10 victory points or the conflict deck is empty, the game ends. If not, you then reset the components. You return all agents to leaders, pass the first player marker clockwise, then return Mentat to its space if it was used. The strategic importance of this round? Well, it lets you know if someone has won. You can rush to 10 victory points if you want, and this now gives the next person first player advantage, meaning you can rush to key access points. Earn through battles, controlling key locations, and form through alliances. The 5 phases of Dune Imperium creates a dynamic game, where every decision from deck building to troop deployment shape the path to victory. Mastering the interplay between these phases is essential. For the early game, you'll want to focus on acquiring powerful cards and building influence. In the mid-game, you'll want to contest conflicts, harvest spice, and fight for your alliances. In the endgame, you'll want to secure those victory points through combat control or faction dominance. Whether you favor the subtle mechanics of the Bene Gesserit, the economic might of the Chome, or the brute force of the Fremen, understanding these phases will ensure your house rises above the rest. He who controls the phases controls the game. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified when we post more videos. Please check out our affiliate links down below. We found it in the desert of Arrakis.